they have a little different sauce. It was good. I think I might add just a touch of mustard in their sauce, which was actually good. Fish was good. Price was right. I actually like their sauce. Tree there in bloom, the white. I wonder if that's wild cherry or what that is. But otherwise, this area looks like winter yet, kind of. Is this green here? Is that a pine tree or is that might be leafed out? Yeah, that's leaves. So the trees are just starting to grow. They're in the very earliest cycle of growing, but otherwise it kind of looks like late winter, very early spring. There's a purple tree. So there's one. There's a lot of them in Arkansas. A lot of these. It looks like it might be a little bit earlier in the stage of blooming, but they bloom, I think, for a long time. Otherwise, those butterflies, I think that's what they live off from right now. It's those and the white, whatever the white flowers are. I don't know if it's wild cherry or what. In another 2 weeks, they'll be able to come up here maybe and live. And they might work their way up to Wisconsin for all I know. I'm not sure how they there's another purple one over there. I think there's some purple ones in the scenic area where the Jefferson City. That's the last scenic area, and then you go through kind of rolling hills, and then you go into the Driftless after Keokuk. There's another purple tree up here. They look like this area looks less, there's less of these trees maybe because it's a colder climate too. We don't have those. I don't think we have any of those. You know what that is? There's a lot of them out here. Pantry. Plaid pantry. Surplus foods. That's like a Benton Dent. I find that kind of stuff, if you're going to eat it right away, it's fine. But Mike, he bought some peanut butter in there, and he didn't like it because it separates, and he offered it to me, and I said, I already have this and it's new. This was old. He bought it at the Benton Dent. He got a good deal on it probably, but if you don't eat that right away, that's old stuff. It's good for a while, but I've got new, and I'm sometimes letting new stuff get old. I can't keep track of that. If I didn't have any or I wanted some, I was out, maybe I'd get it for the trip, but he offered me 2 cans of peanut butter, and I says, yeah, I've had that before, it's good, you just have to stir it. I use it in my Asian recipes, because you can't really put it on a sandwich. You can sort of, but it's kind of messy. It's healthier though. And I looked at the date and it says, I've already got this, and you know, I've got enough ahead that I don't really read it, you know, so I declined it. You got to be careful what you take from people because they'll give you stuff and then you'll end up throwing it out. I don't want to throw things out. I want to buy my own stuff. I keep that up on that stuff. And I probably buy too much of it and then I forget I have it. So I'm not going to take something that's old. I've been buying less stuff in there because you buy it and then you realize, well, it's already a year old. And if you forget to use it for 6 months, it's a year and a half old. And if you're one person, it's going to be old. It's not worth it. You might as well just get the new stuff and then you'll have a little bit of a head start on. There's that 64. Head start on it. Yeah, there's a stop sign here. See, here's where I would have come out if I would have missed the turn for one reason or another. It only goes about 2 miles and it hits 65. And then up here I'll run into 54 and that'll be the end of my shortcut. Yeah, I'll probably have to vacuum the car out. I mean, I could, if it's not too late, I could cut, if it's not too dry, I could cut a load of firewood before you vacuum it out. Maybe tomorrow not tomorrow, but in a few days I could go ahead and cut a load of firewood. Then I can vacuum it out. I have to get all these crystals out. You're going to have to take a day to just empty the car. I've got crystals all over in here, clusters and points. I just kind of threw them in wherever I could fit them without too much damage, you know, without them rubbing against each other because you don't know what's there. And you don't want to destroy the points. Have a really nice specimen and find out, oh, you broke the points all off. Now it's worthless. Some of them are delicate. It wouldn't take much to knock all the points off from them or bang them up. And then they're worthless. They're just damaged stuff. They're fine specimens, kind of delicate. So I tried to put them in the car in such a way that they're not going to rub up against each other and bang against each other. So I stuck them in little nooks and stuff around things so that they would be protected a little bit. Because you can't really tell what you got. Some of them are all muddy. And there's the big one over here that you can look at it. You can tell the crystals are all small and they're all a lot of detail in there. You don't want that to get damaged after all that work I did to bring it up here. Bridal Cave. So I'd like to see some of that stuff too. Right now I just kind of like to get home though. Tomorrow's Monday. Yeah, I'm glad I marked all this out or I would have gotten lost. Jeez. Wouldn't be able to find where you're going, but I marked it all out with that marker.